Who no know say now you be the best? Who no know say now you be one mama oh, oh, oh. Come on, let's do it now. Mama me sons and daughters of this great northwest region of Cameroon, I want you to stand up and dance, because the time has come when we have to put our heads and hands together in order to build this our lovely and only region.
Okay, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Today, of course, you know it's a Wednesday and it's midweek, which is very important for me to do this show, given the fact that there are a lot of things we must put in place. And this is so internal, and we'll also be discussing a couple of things on how we should face La Republique squarely. As a matter of fact, ladies and gentlemen, you are aware of the fact that increasingly we are at the crossroad of being exterminated by La Republique du Cameroon. When I talk of being completely killed and wiped out, it's not a joke. And it is not that they're actually going to wipe us out, but it is because La Republique is multiplying their incentives to kill our people with impunity. However, that is part of war. And it is important for me to underscore the fact that it cannot be compared to the number of people who have been killed in other revolutions. Going by history, as a matter of fact, Southern Cameroon has recorded quite a number of deaths, like 10,000 already, but it is not also compared to other revolutions, which means that although we are crying for the international community to intervene, we're on the strong foot and we must remain focused, because all Southern Cameroonians of good faith, they have only one option, and that is to fight the enemy till the crossing line. As a matter of fact, ladies and gentlemen, you are all aware of the very sincere stance that some of us have taken in this revolution, ensuring that we try to bring all leaders together. We try to summon their egos and try to make sure that they all genuflect in front of each other as a sign of love in order to put our revolution on track. But we have all seen that the character is like pregnancy, and we are waiting, and we seem we're going to wait for too long to have these leaders unite. And the reason why I want to make this very clear to all of you watching me at this moment, when you join, you share extensively to everybody, because I have a straight message to all the leaders who probably think that they own the people of Ambazonia, who think that they own the revolution, who think because they have been for so-called motherfucking 30 years, it means they have been their whole life, and they have forgotten to understand the theory of relay in playing. Ladies and gentlemen, fellow Ambazonians, I want to let you know that all those of you who are watching me, you are the strongest people, and you're the people whose resolve is holding this fight up to date. It is not some stupid Facebook speeches made by the so-called leaders, or their infighting, or their fight for supremacy, for hegemony, and who is in charge, and their fight for the building of caliphate that is going to change your mind. As a matter of fact, we are aware by now that there are some leaders and activists that have undoubtedly been compromised, and no matter how you push to them to keep their egos down, they will never do. You hear, you listen to leaders running up and down head to skater, crying that fighters are fighting. Why should people fight themselves when they're fighting for independence, fighting against an enemy that is so uncompromising, that has exhibited undiluted, unparalleled carnage on their people? It is only one reason: because they fight for themselves, they fight for their stomach, and every TATAW is saying it is not going to happen, not when I have been named the number one, the most wanted man in Southern Cameroon, or rather in La Republique du Cameroon. Ladies and gentlemen, I want you to know one thing, and one thing you must know. It is our singular privilege to announce to the leaders that this is the this is the no playing time game, because we are at the verge of getting our independence, but we also see a group of people who are constituting themselves into time bombs and trying to destroy the revolution. But I want you to know one thing, that Jesus Christ took only 12 apostles to save the world. 12 disciples saved the world. And by 12 disciples, we mean the sincerest of Southern Cameroonians who are going to serve ourselves and go to Boya without all the so-called leaders who have refused to unite, because they think that, as a matter of fact, oh, this young man has apologized, and that will be a gateway for them to think that they can trample on those apologies. I want them to know one thing. I remain humble, I remain respectful to them, but I must remain committed to the people of Ambazonia. And that is a fact. I cannot see our people being slaughtered, being massacred, every day women burned in their houses, our girls being raped and refugees increasing in the bushes, and the leaders stay out there and they think it's about Akwanga saying that I was here before, Ayaba saying the same thing, Sako saying the same thing, Chris Anu doing something. We are not going to take it anymore from these leaders. That is a fact. Because we have stayed too long, too quiet, and a lot of these leaders, they think they have a right to exploit our being calm. But let me tell you something. Let me let you know that all of them, John Barco, all of you people who come and you have decided not to unite, I have one message for you. I want you to go back and listen to His Excellency Sesekwayo Kabe Julius. I want all of you who call yourselves leaders, who have not at one time brought your reasoning to the definition of a true leader. I want you all to go back and listen to Sesekwayo Kabe speak before his arrest. I want you to listen and look at the picture, the posture, that the command that he exhibited while in the kangaroo court in La République du Cameroon. Let me let you people know one thing. After all of you leaders, from you, Dr. Sako, to Dr. Kwanga, to Dr. Yaba, to all of you, you don't even have the credibility. People don't trust you. People don't want to contribute anymore because they're asking you for one little thing, to give you their money, cooperate, come together, and you have refused. Why? Because you think you want to clinch on a kind of power and a kind of hegemony. I have bad news for you. Let me tell you something. I want us to listen to this. I want us to listen to this real quick. I want to play a very important audio for all of you to listen. Let me be very specific about this particular issue. It hurts me, and I think that they said the kingdom of God suffers violence, and the violence taken it by force. And this is the time I will not, like Mark Barretta said, that we will not get to 2019 with all this mumbo jumbo, this brouhaha being exhibited by leaders who depend on our finances to save their asses here in the diaspora. Enough is enough, and I want to let you know, Dr. Sako, Dr. Sakwanga, Ebenezer, Ayaba, all of you who call yourself leaders, we will go to Ambazonia without you. Probably you think that you are so indispensable, but you are not. Because as leaders, you depend on us to ensure that we give you money for you to function. Why have the leaders decided not to function? Why have they decided not to come together? They have decided not to come together because they want to remain in their little corners, collecting individual monies and eating and living fat. Let me tell them there is bad news for them. Because I'm going to make a declaration here, and I want you to listen to me. My apologies stand. I'm sorry if I've ever offended you, but we will not tolerate you trying to draw this revolution to the pit where La Republic is taking us to. I will not relent my efforts in liberating the people of Ambazonia. This issue is about time I let you know something. All of you are playing games with the lives of Siseko and his cabinet in jail. You are playing games with the lives of our women, our brothers, our sisters. Everybody, you are enriching yourselves from the blood of the people. And you have activists who have become so dumb, so wicked to themselves, and they think that by preaching hate, division on social media, they are achieving a thing. I have bad news for you. Very bad news for you. Keep sharing while I bring out this audio. I think it should be an audio or something. I'm going to bring it out right away. Everybody, when you join, you share extensively. And I will start, at least we have already 1,000 people watching. So I want all these leaders to understand one thing. And I want to be specific with all of you, because if you think that, like some of you are projecting, like that other activist who has become a masquerade of division, a frustrated masquerade of division, projecting the end of our revolution, I want to tell you that you lie. This movement will end only in Boya. There is nobody who can stop this fight. I want to let you know, because we are rearming, and I have the strategy to put it on the table for the poor of Ambazonia to adopt. Enough is enough. Now, listen to this. I want you all to listen, to tell you how bad these leaders are. Listen to me. I want to play something from Dr. Cho Ayaba. Dela, I want you to listen. And after that, I want you to be objective and go to your wall and say something. I want all of you to listen. Let me play this from Dr. Cho Ayaba. Listen to it. Listen very attentively.
Or groups of people for their own political advantage. Ambazonians expect to be told the truth about what happened. Why were they in that hotel? Fellow citizens, in the coming weeks, we must rally as one people. We must rally as a people under attack to ensure that Cameroon pays a price for this kidnapping. As we have said before, we must increase the cost of the occupation. There is no way we are going to gain independence through diplomacy. There is no way we are going to gain independence because we reach out to the United Nations. There is no way we are going to ever gain recognition or respect from other countries and peoples or any institution around the world because we are peaceful. There is no way we are ever going to see the light of the day in a free Ambazonia because we scream, because we mourn. There is no day in our existence that we are going to have a free homeland to call our own. If we keep preaching the wrong method, if we keep deceiving our people, if we keep projecting a narrative that weakens our resolve to fight as a people, the only way we are going to gain independence, the only way we are going to gain recognition and respect, not only from those who have occupied our homeland, but from those who want to support us, is when we tell them we are willing as the primary investors of this independence to sacrifice our blood, our liberty, our dignity.
That is what Comrade Cho Ayaba is saying. Comrade Cho Ayaba, in the opening, he said, we are not going to gain independence by reaching out to the United Nations. Now, the same thing similarly to what Secretary Chris Anu said about the UN, that we don't need UN because UN is cooperating. Let's kick the UN out. Comrade Cho Ayaba was the first person and all his surrogates to come out there and fit a pan of flesh from Chris Anu's anus or whatsoever. They were out there trying to kill Chris Anu. And he said the same thing in a softer tune, but Chris Anu was the one who said it like a man of war. Now, Comrade Cho said, we are not we as a people, but this is the most hypocritical thing. All of you leaders, I have reached out to Chris Anu, I have reached out to all of you, most of you. I have not been able to talk to Comrade Cho and probably a few other leaders, but I have seen them and I have known that they are greedy people and they are people who have refused to think for their people. I want them to know one thing, that this fight is not a function of the fact that they exist on social media. It is a function of the resolve of the people. Now, let me tell you something. We have a strategy that we expect that anybody who is supposed to have concern for Ambazonia is supposed to adopt. But because of egoist leaders having their egos above the people of Ambazonia, them being egoistic, they have decided to live their lives according to their petty groups, what they call blocks. It's a shame that you, Dr. Akwanga, you are running on social media to complain about groups coming to fight your group. You are the same person who said that county by county would bring warlordism. On the contrary, it's block by block. But you have refused to accept the truth because you posted one contributions to come directly to you. Today I have bad news for you, from the IG to you Akwanga to you Ayaba to all of you, that if you don't unite by January 5th, that is the deadline for you all. No Southern Cameroonian should give $1 to any of you, because it seems to me the problem is the money of the people. All of you should work and sponsor this revolution. As Eric Tato, I have put in my own personal money, and there is no way we'll continuously tolerate you. You do not work for me, neither do you work for Bisongabang Manfe, or do you work for Njoya, or do you work for Flavor, or do you work for Clovis Neba? Those people, they work their fingers to the bones to ensure that they bring money for you to get this war to a logical conclusion. You are not better than the person who contributes his $50, his $10. You are not better than any of them to think that you own a command because you talk on social media. I want to ask you one question. If we were going to take away contribution and social media, what will you people do? You, Dr. Sako, you, Dr. Kwanga, if there is no Facebook to come and talk, what will you do? There are thousands of things I've done without Facebook. Let me tell you something. In as much as we need Facebook to communicate our message, I also want to tell you people that the time is over for all this bending around. It is never going to happen. Because, let me tell you something. Remember that Honorable Wiba is out there in the UK. Makongo is there. Dr. Larry is there. There are 2 billion and 1 Southern Cameroonians that are 2 billion times richer than all of you making noise on social media, better than all of you. And those people, they are people whose parents, brothers and sisters have been so badly killed, slaughtered, and massacred, yet you come on social media. I'll tell you one thing. First and foremost, I haven't blamed the people for even believing that you have a control over their emotions. Enough is enough. And we will not take it from you. We will not take it from anybody. We have given, let me tell you something. New Year, Mark Barretta said it. I just want to endorse him. You feel like you bring all those your baby activists, line them up all. Before my apology, I was crushing all of them. And this is the time that after 2019, I have exhibited my heart. I've shown you love. After 2018, 1st of January, I am going to crush anybody who stands on the freedom of Ambazonia. All of you, you cannot be talking about we as a people, making Ambazonia as a contender, yet you are here, you're being very divisive. I have the capability, the powers and all put on me by the people of Ambazonia to crush all of you and get this revolution to a final conclusion. If Seseko has to be free, it will not be dependent on all this nonsense that some of you come and preach on social media. We have had enough of your playing around, of your stupidity, and will not take it from any of you leaders anymore. After all, just as you claim, none of you were voted. The only legitimate government that we know is the interim government. But even at that, we have moles within the government that think that people will not unite. I want to be clear with you. My name is Eric Tato. Quote me anywhere. After all, some of you activists who come and make so much noise on social media, you hold live shows for 3 hours, you hold live shows every now and then. The government of Mr. Paul Biya doesn't care about you. They don't know if you exist. They're not bothered about you. They are here hunting for me everywhere. You of the AGC, you're hunting me. The IG is hunting me. La Republic is hunting me. The Federalists are hunting me. Everybody. But I am here. We will not go nowhere because I have the prayers of the 10 million Ambazonians. And let me tell you people something. Let me tell you people something. Credibility, respect is earned. It is not forced. Credibility is earned. It's not false. And I want you people to know this. Listen, look at me. This is me, Eric Kato. From January 5th, Seseko Tabe will be 1 year in jail. If you, from Dr. Sako to Akwanga to Ayaba, you don't bring a united platform, we will take over. We will take over the revolution and endorse a person that we consider that can be trusted by the Ambazonian people. I have seen them. None of them have contacted me, but I'm watching from a distance. And I want all of you leaders to know that if you think that you continuously feed on the blood of the people, your time is over. And this is New Year. From today, listen. I started a fund drive for Chicago. I have it here. I have all the proof. Somebody from Dubai sent me $40. I just picked it up. Where's the money? This is it. From Dubai. I'm communicating. We're going to give it all to the poor of Chicago. I've already raised $2,100. My limit is at least $5,000. I have all of that because they trust me. They give me their money. And I work 2 jobs. And I'm ready to put my life saving for the people of Ambazonia. There is no way. Ask you, what do you have as a leader? What is your own? How much do you have? If you have money, why don't you sponsor the war? They are killing people every day. Ayaba will come and say this. Akwanga come and say the next day. Chris Anu is saying this. I ask you, Apart from social media, you make a lot of noise. You're saying things. None of you, if they ask you to buy one AK-47 from your pocket, you'll not be able to buy. You are making noise every day. They are killing our people. And you think that I should be watching you. Listen, I've apologized. And that is enough. If you take the apology, fine. You don't take it, no problem. You can use it to cook Christmas food. Now it's time for business. And my mind is open to work with anybody who wants to work with us. I've told Waters Keyaka. I've told Ashu Kingsley. Mark Barata is aware. The people of Ambazonia must be free. And if that is the last thing I'm going to do before I die, I am small, I am nobody, I don't have nothing, but I am certain, I have a conviction that these people will go to be a free country. That is a fact. Seseko has said it, and of course, lest I forget, I also spoke with Joshua Carl about this. And Carl, all of you must put your hands on deck to ensure that we put these people to their seats. They have had enough of our money. They are trying to kill us because we propose county by county. From the interim government to Ayabacho to Akwanga, all of them are a group of power mongers who do not understand that they have to sit, analyze, and look at exactly what is happening. To them, it is either them or nobody. And I've said it, and I'm saying it today. Listen, on the 5th of January, after all, we'll be organizing Seseko. With a group of friends, we're organizing Seseko, Ayok-Tabe Jesus Day, and co. That's the 1 year in jail. That man, he's going to court on the 10th of January. He would have been 1 year, 5 days in prison. And all of you here, I ask you, all of you, you are free. Listen, this is me in my car. I can carry my baby to this place, carry my wife to that place, visit friends, drive here, free. But let me tell you something. Those people back there in southern Cameroons, there are people who cannot even open their doors to look at what is happening in the next neighbor's house. There are people who cannot even have, they are not sure of Gary to drink. And you're here, you say you are Dr. Ayaba, you are Dr. Kwanga, you are Dr. Sako, you move from place to place, fly in jets, in planes, sleep in hotels, you come to Facebook, you make large speeches, and our people are dying. I am done with that kind of arrangement. I am done. I think that the people of Southern Cameroons, I will ask you of a favor. By January 5th, if they do not come together, we as activists who are agreed, we are going to present to you a new government with Seseko Ayok-Tabe still remaining the president. I'm saying this because the people of the IG should know. Let them know the earlier all of you unite. And let me tell you something. Nobody's going to change this time. The IG remains, but we are going to ensure that if all these people don't come together, we will make sure that we put all the leaders aside. There are very extremely, very bad people in the IG, just like there are very bad people in the AGC, like there are others in Akwanga's team, just like the Bo Herbert, like the Kuru, and all those people. Take, for example, look at somebody like Bo Herbert. At his age, as old as Bo Herbert is, he has done Cameroon calling remix, calling Ambazonia calling, attacking a racist, a manipulative, and divisive network, attacking a particular group of people, all the people from the IG. And he calls it his objective. That those who want to sing Hallelujah Choir, they should go elsewhere to ABC. Whereas he's singing Hallelujah Choir to Ayabacho and his team. Will Bear Herbert tell us that Ayabacho has never made a mistake? You have activists who have become power mongers, lies tellers, and they have become so unscrupulous, they have lost credibility, and they think that everybody must go down with them. It is not going to happen. Not when I remain Eric Tato. I want to tell them that this platform, Mark Barita's platform, Joshua Carr's platform, these are the three biggest platforms. And we have all agreed on the common enemy, which is La République du Cameroon. And the only way we're going to move it is that so long as we agreed with Ashu Kingsley, Kemi Ashu, and the rest, we will push this revolution to a logical conclusion. We don't care anymore about Cho Ayala. We don't care about Kwanga. We don't care about nobody. We will get the money from you, and then we will buy the necessary instruments to help give our boys to defend homeland. Let me tell you something. The leaders depend on, if this guy from Dubai, my brother from Dubai, if he didn't send this $40, I'll be $40 less. I have people who have sent money on Cash App, and we are appreciative of all of those people. There is no way we can continuously, let me tell you something. We have finished La République, but La République has infiltrated us, and they are using some of our people to try to destroy the morale. But I want to tell all of you listening to me on Ground Zero, that if you believe in me, like you have always said, like all of you say you pray for me, assume that you have given the responsibility for us to carry. Joshua Carr, Mark Barita, myself, Kingsley Ebong, Nkupe Maninguba, all of those activists, Kembe Mawe, who believe in the revolution. Say that you have given us the mantle to carry you, and we'll take you to the crossing line, because we will no longer depend on all these fake leaders. Look at how today what has happened in the corner. They have burned down the whole of Babylon. They have burned down a lot of places. I just got information about a mother who was trying to escape fire. They shot her, took her and her baby, put in the house, burned them out there. You got the news. It's so pathetic. They have burned Melef, burned Toy Killer, burned every place in Boy, and yet people are here, they are joking. Dr. Cho Ayaba will say he's in charge of Ground Zero. They control Ground Zero. He makes long speeches. But at the end of the day, when they burn places, he says it's county by county. When they do something good in Bui, he takes the credibility. He takes the credit. When they burn Bui, he pushes out there to county by county. I want to let you people know something. That all these leaders, first and foremost, let me be clear with you. You see me, I'm an extremely, very, very honest, humble. Let me not even talk about honesty. I'm extremely a very humble person. But I am also the sharp contrast of humility when I get angry. I want you to know I can be very rude, I can be very brutal, very vocal, very verbose. In fact, I can be everything you want to think of. Don't push us to the wall. They have killed enough of our people and will not take it. Now I want to go to another important thing still relating to these leaders. Now, why are they kidnapping people? They are fake ambers and they are mixed out. Dr. Akwanga came to on his live show and he's talking about the kidnap of a priest. Unknowingly, he's acknowledging that when they release the priest. So you kidnap a priest on your show and you say you've been here for 30 years. All the leaders, I don't know what's wrong with them. I don't know who made them leaders. But we respect them for the fact that they have been here. One of the persons who steered this revolution to this level is Honorable Wiba. He's there. He's not been talking a thing. When Wiba was talking in the parliament, Cho and Akwanga, they were nowhere to be found. They're still fighting among themselves. Now, Dr. Sako has taken over. He has surrounded himself with a gang. That thing that, no, don't unite with these people. I'm talking about all the groups. John Baku is there. He has proclaimed himself whatever of the consortium. He's making his own videos, saying this one, going this one. Nobody's even budging about that. You have Morix of Bo Habet. Morix is dead and buried. Bo has gone and revamped Cameroon Calling and is doing it somewhere in America. Let me tell you something. We don't have time for these leaders. And I want to pass this message. Look at some count. How many counties do we have? 13. We have 13 counties. You have Manu is there. Are you getting any news about kidnapping? No. The only time they kidnapped somebody was the ADF who went and kidnapped the child, the 10-year-old daughter of Achua Himan in Takwa. Have you ever heard about kidnapping? They kidnapped one magistrate, retired magistrate at the time, around Ewele, if I'm not mistaken. That has ended. Go to the BLM. Have you heard about kidnapping in the BLM? No kidnapping. You go to other areas and part of Momo, like Widikum and all those areas, Batibo, are you hearing about kidnapping? No, because those people are organized. They're organized amongst themselves, and of course, they're organized as a county. Go now to Meme, where there is, everybody is loose. That's why you get this General Divine. They are coming up here, disturbing places. Fako, the group that Joshua Carr and the others have put in place, like the Mountain Lions and all those children who are cooperating. Have you heard anything? No. We have told them that they have to remain united. But now today, Dr. Akwanga is complaining about Divine and this coming to fight his fighter and is playing gospel music and making like he wants to cry. He's going to cry some more because he put himself in this mess. If he adopted county by county, there will be one general for Fako and nobody will come and fight another person because all those generals will be under one person. But they have allowed the boys that have got out of hand and are doing things anyhow. But I have bad news for those boys. Listen very attentively, you, Divine, and the rest. All of you, listen to me, Eric Tato. All of you, those generals on the ground who are kidnapping people. You have generals in the corner that are doing well. They are fighting tooth and nail. We have lost one of our generals that we respect, General Cross and that. Now, they have killed 32 boys in Munyenge. That is not our business. It's Akwanga and his bunch of thieves who are going to solve that problem. Akwanga said, they should go and hang. He should hang first because he refused to cooperate. In the BLM that he's cooperating. Has he ever heard that Red Dragon is fighting Sokadev in the BLM? Because all of them are working as the BLM county. Now, I want these leaders to take responsibility. Let them listen. All of you who are kidnapping people and taking money and building houses, I have just spoken with Ashu Kingsley. And we have said that as activists, we are going to put a recovery committee. You will remain in the position that you were before the revolution. And all of you fighters who have acquired properties in the course of this revolution, those properties will be taken, you'll be investigated, and they'll be refunded to the owners. So all of you thinking that you are stealing, if you steal somebody's car, sell the car, burn the car, or all that you want. After independence, whether you are going to the Hague or not, Ambazonia will have an internal committee to try you and put you in jail. I want all of you to listen. If Atanga and Jipo has sent you to come and do all those things, we are watching. I am watching. I don't rest. Maybe Akwanga thinks he receives calls. Every day, people will tell how many people have intervened, call fighters for my money, that leave this person. This is Eric TATAW. Why are you holding this person? People don't have any reason. They are arresting people. And we know that, yes, La Republic is mixed in all these arrests. But let's be clear with all of you. General Divine, all of you who have taken money, are building houses, buying cars, you will not use them in Ambazonia. We will take those properties, sell them, and compensate those who have ever complained. I have all the complaints. So if they take your thing, mark the environment. If any fighter, listen to me, if any fighter kidnaps your person and tells you that, come and give money, report to us first. Look for Mark Barata, myself, Ashu Kingsley, tell us the location. We'll put our antennas and we'll get that person arrested and dealt with accordingly. There is no more time to negotiate with thieves. Our revolution is God ordained, and we will not have people who come around there kidnapping. Now, I ask you one question. What is the essence? Why are you stopping on the non-ghost town day? Why do you stop people from traveling from Manfe to Kuma? All those of you around Meme, all those fighters, those fake fighters, listen to me. I'm going to do an audio and send to you. Why do you stop? So if somebody identifies him or herself as Ambazonian, shows you the ID card, the military cannot be troubling our people, and you're there troubling our people. And all this is because of this crazy leaders that we have abroad. Because this one, you have another one in China, there they call him Bear. He has struggled with sort of Ambazonia until his head is exploding, and now they have come back, oh, let's form Meme County. When you have left all those fighters that have caused havoc, and now you have come back, people are coming back to Meme. Let me tell you something. There is no more babysitting of leaders. If you don't have patience, you have the strategy to work in this revolution, go out of the revolution and leave our people alone. We, as a people, the people of Meme, get ready. You are going to have your county to you, and you are going to fight it till the end. Meme Kumba cannot be silent when we have thousands of fighters wanting to fight. The same way, take this as an advice. Do not tamper with any Ambazonian traveling from any part. Allow them go freely. Go after the military. Go after economic sabotage. Why are you burning a vehicle of an Ambazonian who is transporting cocoa? Why? Where is the cocoa going to? Ask yourself. You can ask that person to go back with the cocoa. They don't take it to Douala. Other than burning the cocoa, that's enough punishment. And tell that person that if you come again with this cocoa, will burn it. You just see somebody burn the cocoa, you have not warned the person. You think that those lorries that you burn down, they are owned by the government? How are you helping the revolution? Do you know how much some of those people contribute to the movement? Do they have to come and give you? Let me tell you something. Nobody is going, we don't want to hear any ransom stuff again on Ground Zero. So all of you, Akwanga, Ayaba, and the rest, ASC or whosoever, tell your fighters, if at all you have one, tell them to stay off the necks and the pockets of the poor of Ambazonia. When I see Ayaba, Akwanga come and making noise how he has video, he will prove out people who are kidnapping and stuff. I just laugh. Your fighters are kidnapping. If they are not telling you or they are not giving you their share, know that they are the people who are doing it. And because you have allowed them to go out of hand, if we have everybody come as a county, we will not have all these things. You even Akwanga, who is here in America, who knows the way county police functions, he will say all sort of lies because they want money to go directly to them. If we have people, very soon they'll say, oh, those who are not expert in guerrilla warfare, they should stay quiet. What is the difference of guerrilla warfare? Can you not fight according to your county and still do guerrilla warfare? Who are those who are putting videos out there? Are they not these cheap activists that don't have anything to do, that don't have nothing? I mean, it's so crazy. It's so crazy to see people think that will come and tolerate you poor every day. Let me tell you something. All of you who are projecting the failure of this revolution, you are joking. You have seen what has happened in Balikumbat. Have you heard? The man that they just appointed in charge of what Northwest Regional Chairman of a disarmament commission. You have heard what has happened to his residents? They have disarmed his residents. So that's how we are going to be disarming them. Because they don't want to disarm in peace, we'll disarm them the other way. Because you cannot carry somebody who has weapons, you come and put there. So the fight is never going to end until we have independence. And from January, we are going to roll out a strategy to minimize casualties on our people. We have the potential. We have what we are going to implement in January called One Family, One Gun, which means that any diaspora family who is abroad be ready to purchase a gun. I call it gun on social media because the world knows we are fighting a war. We will be ready to purchase a gun and give it to the fighters to fight. Means that everybody, we have more than 2 million or 3 million families, households abroad. And so we must ensure that we put this thing straight. I go to a corner. The people of a corner, I want you to listen. There is a WhatsApp group called Friends of a Corner. Anybody who's from a corner, tell your person to go out of that group. There is a Bamleki guy there who grew up in a corner that we are suspecting, that we are still investigating, that is taking information and giving out there to the military to come and kill our people and to burn houses. So please, if you are in a corner, there is this WhatsApp group, Friends of a Corner. Exit it. All of your corner children go out of that group. It has been infiltrated. I've just been informed. Make sure that you go out, and next show we'll investigate and we'll bring you the name of this person. We want to be sure about what we want to say. So let me let you people know this. The time has changed, and this is the deadline. January 5th. If you don't unite, all of you, Ayaba, Akwanga, Sako, and the rest, forget about this revolution. We are going to kick you out and take the issue, take the world to the Republic. We don't want all this social media talk. We have people. You saw what happened in Tarenbo, where there was the Janameric Hilux was brought down. The people who are doing this, some of us who are doing all of these things, they are in the background. They are not even talking. But you see people run and go and take the picture that we have posted, put on their walls, and they are claiming responsibility. We have all those things set in place, and like I've said, when we put all these strategies in place, we'll make sure that nobody is going to enter our territory and go back free. For those of you in Mezam, we'll join you in your launch. I've also told Dr. Nick Santos on phone yesterday that he should forget about the second Mezam group. All the Mezam posts should come together as one. We don't want this division amongst counties. We want everybody to come together. Momo, you should do the same. We are also aware of what is happening in Momo between Bishop John Egewang and Sikot. They are trying to conflict. We will know groups that will endorse, and everybody must come together. Manu County, we're going to launch our own county this January 5th, and we'll endorse whoever the people have chosen to be the governor. All those group of small people who think that they can carry this county thing on their head and bring division, whereas they had refused it from the beginning, I am going to take charge as a father of county by county. I don't need to be 100 years old or to be in the revolution for 20 years or 50 years before I take charge. Sometimes Jesus Christ died at 33. I don't care when I'm going to die. I'm going to make sure that I fulfill the mission that God has given me for the Pope Ambazonia. Before I go, I am going to Chicago this weekend. You are over 1,000 people watching me. And for you to prove to the leaders that you trust me, there's a new era. For those of you who are listening to this video on YouTube, I ask you for one request. You have seen that cash app there. Every money that is received in that cash app, the history will be printed and shown to the people of Chicago, and they'll be handed that money through an NGO, because I'm also trying to be protected by the law, because I don't have the right to take money in the United States. I've never taken money. Even the money I raised during my child's born house, as you call it, it was given entirely to FACO. Now, there's a cash app there. All of you who are watching me at this moment, I have a $5,000 target, and I'm also going to take responsibility to ensure that you have all the details and all the acknowledgement, like the person that has sent me this money is going to the refugees. And once you do, go to that cash app. I want to thank Mirabe Ato in Delaware who sent us $100. Thank Brother Armstrong, Papa Joe, and the people of Fragoff. All of you have received your contributions. I have received 3 contributions through Bank of America. All of that is going out there to the people of Chicago, the Southern Cameroons community in Chicago, who are going to, of course, send that money to the refugees. I've personally been following up to ensure that it was the best project, and that's why I'm going to Chicago. I'll be in Chicago on the 15th of this month. That's just on Saturday. So I'm inviting everybody who's staying in Illinois, that's in Chicago, Chicago, everybody around that area, Missouri. My friends have said they're going to come, so I want to get everybody coming out there. Of course, President Asama-san, we call on all of you to contribute to that cash app. Or those are my personal number. You can send it there and send me a text. We're going to hand that money to the people of Chicago. Those of you who are outside the United States that you cannot send money through cash app, we don't have a PayPal, you can send to my name and give me your receipt. When you send, you call me or you text me. My phone number is 202-390-2247. 202-390-2247. If you are out of the country, out of the United States, you can put +1 202-390-2247. If I have to hand, I have $2,100. I want to give the people of Chicago at least $5,000. That is the beginning to show the leaders that yes, we trust somebody, we trust Eric Tato, we think that his approach is the best, and we think that we can go this way while all leaders can unite. So I count on you. Before I drop, please make sure the Cash App number is there. Alami Muma, the Cash App number, let me just give the Cash App number, is Ashu Kingsley. Having this number, that's perfect. 202-390-2247. That is my phone number. It's also on Cash App. When you send it there, everything is going to be transferred to the people of Chicago, the Southern Cameroons community in Chicago. I'm going to do a short audio and pass it around. Let me give us this Cash App number. You can also send another Cash App number that you can send is Ashu Kingsley's number, which is 302-922-4043. So there are actually two Cash Apps that you can use. You have 302-922-4043. Somebody can pin that out there. We have 302-922-4043. Or my own phone number is 202-390-2243. I beg of you to support the refugees. This money will be given to the people of Chicago. They might decide to get either through any means, but we're going to follow up to make sure that the way the money has been defined, that is going to be used for that particular stuff. So you can send it to me. You can also send me MoneyGram, Western Union, any part, other on Grand Zero, anywhere that you think you can support the refugees to the Port of Chicago. I'm going to hand that money on a live video while we get to Chicago on Saturday. So my phone number once more is 202-390-2247. If you are out of the country, you add the United States code, which is +1 202-390-2247. Yes, that Cash App number is Ashu Kingsley is correct. It's 302-922-4043. That is correct. So please, before I leave this show, I want all of you. You are over close to 1,000 or more who are watching me, and by the end of this video, thousands and thousands of people must have watched either on YouTube or anywhere. Please, if you listen to my voice, this is the time. I've never asked you to support the refugees or support any project that I put in my head there, but this is one project that I'm asking you to show me how much you trust me, how much you love me, how much you see my sacrifices. This is the time. So let us make sure that we put all of this money there, what you can contribute, and we'll hand it to the Port of Chicago. They can decide to give it to Aya Foundation or whosoever, but it's important to ensure that you give what you have to give, when you have to give, when it is asked by the right person at the right time. So this is Christmas. They'll also reach out to detainees and other internally displaced persons. So I thank you guys very much. I'll also be reaching to my personal contact. So please, once you drop Fidelis Ambe, thank you too so very much. I've received your contribution of $30. God bless you. You're so kind. I've received yours of $100. I call him my friend in Maryland. We have given him a code as a BM. It's a name. Everybody that is contributing, I'll write you a text and I'll give you a code if you don't want your name to be mentioned. And all the history will be shown and calculated by the Port of Chicago. So that is the message. Thank you guys once more so much. So go to those Cash App numbers. Please ensure that you put it out there. Clovis neighbor, you're in Italy, send something to the refugees. You have my name and everything. All the receipts will be shown. This is the first money I've received on MoneyGram. I picked it. This money is $40. And of course, this is the money here. So we are going to ensure. I want to thank my friend who sent it all the way from Dubai. So anybody in any part of the world, Eric TATAW, my two names, is good. You send it, you get to me, you give me the code. So if you're watching from YouTube, we need your assistance. I'm sure that I've exhausted everything I wanted to say. I want to make the video as short as possible. And maybe tomorrow, next tomorrow, we'll have more things to say. God bless you and stay blessed and remain blessed. My name on YouTube is National Telegram, but I'm sure somebody is going to upload this even before I finish, so you can watch it on YouTube. It's going to circulate very soon. The number is 202, that's 202-390-2247. That is in the United, but if you're out of the United States, you can put +1 202-390-2247. So I want all of you, Sister Prudence Chair, everybody, Mary Besem, all of you, I want your support. Joshua Carr, also give something, some $50 or $100 on FACO account. Let's make sure that I'll give the refugees. Thank you so much. And God bless you. All of you who are out there, we love you. And we have given the leaders a deadline. We have many people who can lead. And this revolution is not dependent on people who have been for 30 years, 60 years, or 100 years. It's dependent on people who are committed to unite and fight for the sake of the people. All this ego has to stop. And this is the time. It's either now or never. And I've said it, come January 5th, we're taking over and we're giving power. We're endorsing a team that we trust. It can still be the same team. It can be a different team, but it depends on what's going to happen between now and January 5th. We'll continue pushing this message, and God bless you. See you anytime soon, maybe next hour, next tomorrow, or whatever time I'm ready to come live. We're going to be together. God bless you. Bye-bye.